right, you're back here on the program. It was great to have Jason Reitman in the red chair. So much fun. Reitman, of course, taking the torch that his father passed him in the filmmaking world. Actually, literally, having his dad hand him the torch in the torch relay in the lead-up to the 2010 Winter Games in Vancouver and Whistler. And with Sochi around the corner, I want to explore that a little bit on the panel tonight, shall we? Simeon's here, everybody. Very awesome. Big J. Oakerson's here. Welcome, man.
Thank you, man.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Good, man.
Excellent. Jennifer Hedger.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Ready? All right, listen, I'm sure you all have wonderful ideas and you work in sports and all that stuff, but what's your favorite Winter Olympic moment?
This is my favorite. In 2010, I was traveling from Kingston to Union Station. I get to Union Station and the streets are empty. And I thought to myself, as an African immigrant, I was like, oh my goodness, the military is taking over. Turns out it was just the men's hockey final, Canada versus the United States. And the whole country was indoors watching the game, military included. And that is my favorite Olympic moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jay?
You know, as an American, I thought everyone was going to boo. As an American...
No, man, we like you here. We like you. Yeah. We only don't like Americans when it comes to beer and sports. Everything else is cool.
Hence, here we are, the Winter Olympics,
right,
which no American really watches. So if I had to say a favorite moment, I would say the film Cool Runnings. I know we're supposed to say the Miracle on Ice thing, but I don't know what that even means.
So you took a Jamaican team that was a bobsledding team. And that
you know what? I think anyone who can ice skate, as a fat guy who can't ice skate, I think everything is a miracle on ice if it happens.
What about you, Hedger?
You know what? Cool Runnings isn't far away from it. 88 games. That was sort of the games that made me fall in love with the Olympics. Liz Manley, with her little blonde hair and her little finishing and the hands in the face, her performance for me as a young girl in Canada going, oh my God, she's on our team winning the silver. Right. So that was sort of that was the games where I got into it.
Do you have a favorite Winter Olympic sport?
Actually, I don't, because they don't have the one sport that I think everyone in this country would appreciate and would introduce to other countries sort of fighting in the winter, which is 3 words, Winnipeg in January. Right. That should be a sport where contestants come in and try and get to work in Winnipeg in January.
Listen, in the summer games, people love the marathon. That would be a hell of a marathon, right?
That would be.
You know, I remember the Beijing Games, there was a lot of the controversy about China's human rights, and one of my favorite things about the Olympics is whatever that host country is doing wrong, it's a chance for the rest of the world to shed some light on it. So what's going to be the best way to protest Russia's draconian, ridiculous anti-gay laws? What's the best way to protest them?
Well, as a guy originally from Philadelphia, I think we learned if you want to change things in Russia, we have to send over Rocky. Throw us your biggest Russian, and then we will knock him down and change your anti-gay laws.
Right. That is the most clever response I heard to that.
And it's also, for a couple bucks, we could probably make it happen.
That's true. Arthur?
As a man who's originally from Uganda, I'm just going to refrain from answering this question. I'm not going to point any fingers, because we're not exactly the kind of country that is going to condemn another country for their draconian laws. So on this one, I'm just going to plead the fifth. I'm not even in America, but I'm pleading the fifth.
Well done.
It needs to be said, I think, that Olympics should not be hosted by countries who do not promote the Olympic spirit. And this happened in Beijing, and now this is happening in Sochi again. We can't hold Olympic Games in countries that discriminate against other people. And with Sochi discriminating and Russia discriminating against others, I think whenever there is a gold medal, we should all just crank up, I'm coming out. I want the world to know.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to explore why the Dutch hate us so much. Do they? We'll see. Back here on the program talking about the Olympics and such. So go to Strombo.com. So TSN, Maggie the monkey, right? That would pick.
Oh yeah.
That would
Maggie the macaque, the crab-eating macaque.
I love that. I love the monkeys' playoff predictions, and no doubt when the Olympics come up, there are going to be a host of animals around the world making their selections, and I'm sure they will be more accurate than the so-called experts in the field. There's actually a group called Infostrata from the Netherlands, the Dutch. Here's why I say the Dutch. I'm not sure if they're made of monkeys, but they are people, and they have predicted, using whatever algorithm they're using, that Team Canada in men's hockey will finish 7th.
What?
What?
What? Where do they have the Dutch finishing in hockey?
I don't think they have the Dutch.
They
even
don't
being
have
there.
a team.
No,
that's right.
Is it fair to say that if hockey doesn't win, that people will, that's all they'll talk about?
Yes. It is. It's exactly fair to say. We could win, you know what, we could win 23 gold medals, and if the hockey team doesn't win gold, it'll be like, well, it's back to the drawing boards for the Olympics, which is unfair to everybody else,
sure.
but we're Canada, right?
Jennifer Hedger, everybody. TSN supports ActiveLife.ca, which is physical literacy in young people. Big day, Oakerson. You gotta listen to Oakerson's podcast. It's called The Legion of Skanks. It's really funny. And Arthur, of course, at Arthur Simeon, Canadian Friends of Pearl Children. It's always lovely to be with you, you glorious people. Good things.